Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having me today at this great conference. I think it is impossible to imagine how awful it must have been on October 7, when Israel was hit by the terrible and coward terrorist attack by Hamas. The images that subsequently spread around the world deeply shocked us all. The same is true of the image from Germany and the protest which celebrates Hamas and reveals sheer anti-Semitism. That should cause us great concern. The same applies to the fact that last weekend here in Berlin at the Berlinale, the stage was set for blatant hatred against Israel. All of us in Germany must put a stop to this development, so that Jewish life, not only in Germany, is safe and solidarity with Israel is a given. Ladies and gentlemen, with the terrible experience of the past few months, I find even more remarkable how the state of Israel and all of you are now working to look positively to the future again. The fact that we are coming together today to give Israel and the Israeli economy a new boost is a positive sign. And I'm very pleased to make my contribution to this. This conference shows that Israel has enough potential to get back on track quickly. Its economy is home to a startup ecosystem that can compete with other innovative markets. Israeli companies are leading the way in many areas, and I know what I'm talking about, because I'm not only the president of the VDA, the German Automotive Association, I'm also the president of the German Israeli Business Association. And so I work intensively on German-Israeli business relations alongside my full-time role as the president of the VDA. Ladies and gentlemen, Israel's economy has been hit hard by October 7, but I'm convinced that the inventive and entrepreneurial spirit of Israeli is unbroken. We should not abandon these entrepreneurs. Working together on technology solutions for future challenges is a strong and important sign of solidarity. Above all, however, it is a win-win situation for everyone, whether in Israel or in Germany. There are many interesting fields of technology in which Germany and Israel can work closely together. At the German-Israeli Business Association, for example, we have created regional networks for the Israel Innovation Hubs, which brings Germans and Israelis together in the areas of cyber and security, mobility and infrastructure, smart production, and green technologies. We see productive cooperations in these networks. Ladies and gentlemen, in the automotive industry, too, cooperation between companies from both countries has already long been a natural part of business. The German automotive industry often draws on the expertise of innovative Israeli companies and seeks exchange. This is important because Germany and Israel are no strangers to smart mobility. Both countries are working on solutions to make the future of mobility more efficient, more sustainable, and more digital. The key to this is innovation. One example is the great potential of digital mobility solutions. The Israeli startup ecosystem is extremely well positioned here. But Germany is also leading the way in many areas, such as autonomous driving. One thing is already clear. Digitization is becoming increasingly important for mobility, and it offers great opportunities for customers and for companies. Our goal is having autonomous shuttles in cities and the countryside, to have new assistance systems and digitally optimized traffic management that promise less congestion and faster routes. There are great hopes for safety and efficiency associated with autonomous driving, and we are certain that these hopes will be fulfilled. The intelligent linking of individual models of transport, cars with public transport, bicycles, or micromobility, for example, via an app, also offers great potential for customers. This means that journeys can be made faster, more efficient, and in line with demand. All of this can improve mobility and make road traffic safer. And if our industry has its way, it will. However, it will only succeed if political course is set correctly, for example, through faster 5G expansion, which is lacking at least in Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, with regards to climate protection, the focus is on e-mobility. It will ensure that the mobility of the future will be climate neutral. That is why the German automotive industry is very committed to promoting the ramp-up of e-mobility worldwide. However, the success of these projects does not depend solely on our industry or the automotive industry as a whole. No, it also depends above all on the charging infrastructure for electric vehicles. Both Germany and Israel have a lot of catching up to do in this area. In Germany, 21 electric vehicles share a public accessible charging point. In Israel, 47 electric vehicles share a charging point. And after all, the transition to electrification will only succeed if people can charge anywhere and at any time. This is a way to build up the trust of the consumers in the new technology. At the same time, however, we must not become stuck on just one technology. Instead, we must approach the mobility of the future with an open-mind approach of technology. E-mobility is not right for every market. We must think about alternatives. In addition, existing vehicles must also make a contribution to achieving international climate targets. In this regard, renewable fuels have a great potential. And at least in Europe, politics sees itself in a position to specify which technology can be used to achieve climate targets. This is, I think, not the right approach. Yes, ambitious climate targets are important. And at the same time, however, politicians must trust the innovative power of industry. They must leave it up to the companies to decide how targets are achieved. Israel and Germany are excellent examples that shows how far companies can be. They are aware of their responsibility, they want to make a difference, and they want to make a contribution to climate protection, growth, and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, October 7th was a turning point. It was a terrible experience for Israel. All of us who are committed to intensify exchange between our two countries feel for the people in Israel and for you who have been affected by the attacks. But I'm convinced that a proud country like Israel will not let itself be beaten down. The country and its economy will move forward. Companies will move into the future of full innovation. They will make their contribution on the path to a more sustainable future, for example, in the era of mobility. And I'm glad that countries like Israel and Germany will be working together to bring about positive change. Permanent contact and a long-term networking will be crucial for this. Both the German-Israeli Business Association and the VDA are committed to constant exchange and close cooperation. I look forward to supporting you on this path to recovery and to even more innovative future for both of our economies. You can be certain of this. The German automotive industry will stand by your side and walk the path together. So, thank you very much, and Am Israel Chai.